So I just got paid $500 to build out an AI automation that replaces about 30 hours of manual grunt work. And it does this process in about 2 minutes flat. Those 30 hours are condensed into a 2 minute window. So if you're a service business who's still spending loads of time doing just essentially what is grunt work and manual admin tasks, you're probably leaving one, your money on the table, your time, and last but not least, your sanity on the table, right? So let me paint the picture of the solution, why it's valuable, what it's solving, and who it helps. This will give you a great indication of what AI automation can do, and just also the type of tasks that can just be replaced entirely. So to paint a picture, my client is an educator and she spends about 30 plus hours every single year doing manual student reporting. This process is about writing a report, getting grades from different places, and formatting PDFs, right? So I think you'll agree that this time could definitely be better utilized. Like just spending time with students, working towards their goals, setting goals, and things like that, rather than just doing manual grunt work of 30 hours every single year. So let me break down the exact solution which I built and show you like the behind the scenes of how it works. So this is it. It's a simple make.com scenario. It does not take too many steps or just really complicated. It's quite simple actually. So we've got these Google Sheets which have like the students' results and like the aptitude tests and everything that would need to be going into a report. And we have this ChatGPT step that does an analysis of the results. And then we put it into a format that is a template on Google Docs, and that just gets uploaded to a Google Drive where you can go and review the report and make changes from it. But it's very close to the final output. That was the whole point of the prompt engineering that went into this integrated analysis part. So if we go over to the Google Sheets, you can kind of see the results that are going into the report. So you've got a whole bunch of students here. I just put 5 as an example, but like you can have as many. You can have like 1,000 if you really wanted to, or if the school is that big. And you've got like stuff like maths mark, English mark, grade 9 maths mark, 9 English mark, and you can have a whole bunch of other marks here. But this is just like a sample, right? And you've got the results from Lamine Yamal, Kylian Mbappe, Walter White, Jesse Pinkman, and you get all of these results on the one page. And then you've also got different types of results which will go into the report. So say the school has done some aptitude tests and other results that just map what type of learner and type of worker each student is. All of that information can be put into the report just to make it a really comprehensive report that's actionable. It's also like you've got primary worker types, archetypes, saying creative, leadership, service orientated, those type of things. And you also have an aptitude test that really gets the results of the student, like verbal aptitude, quantitative skills, spatial reasoning, composite academic score. You just want to use as many data points to create a comprehensive student report. And learning pathway archetypes. So you've got analytical, practical. This is just like kind of the explanations of what these mean and the type of subjects or like fields of work which the students can go into based on their worker types or archetypes. Yeah. And then all of it gets put into a Google Drive, and we'll see this process exactly. So if I just come here, I'm just going to test out with one. So it's just going to get my information. So I'm going to click run once. Yeah. It's going to get the information. It's going to see what the students' learning path results were, the academic ability results, and their 2 worker types. And it's going to put that into a ChatGPT step to basically utilize the LLM's ability to categorize information. And a lot of prompt engineering went into this integrated analysis. So just a quick note on privacy here. When you're using things like OpenAI, Google Docs, and everything like this, this is all dummy data right now because I'm just giving out a demo. But in real school implementation, what you'd want to use is things like Excel, Word, and just ensure that there's an agreement in place between the school and the guardians of the students when you're sending out data to like EU servers and US servers like OpenAI. Yeah, there's that agreement between cross-border data transfer, and as long as all of those compliances are in place, solutions like this and processing student data is 100% compliant and obviously 100% secure. It comes in to like when you're using like the consumer facing side of OpenAI, when you look into the privacy regulations there, they're a lot more lax because it's free. And usually when things are free, the saying is you are the product. So when you use things like ChatGPT and OpenAI, like the consumer-facing versions, if I just open ChatGPT here, you know that, that information that you use is all used to train their models. So you're directly going against compliance, and that's an issue. If there's obviously expectations as you as an institution to keep students' data safe, you need to kind of utilize the API facing and enterprise versions and ensure that you have your own keys and own accounts set up so that you're compliant with all data. Because when you use the business facing API integrations, there's a privacy policy in place between OpenAI that is GDPR compliant, POPIA Act compliant, and that just ensures that all the data is not used to train the models or there's no data retention. So that's just a very important privacy note before we get into obviously the reports. So yeah, we populate the reports, and now let's just go and see the reports, right? So yeah, they come in here and we can go and see what they look like. So yeah, this is obviously a fake school. But anyway, Riverside Academy. So we have subject recommendation report for Namisi, Opai-Tetteh. We've got the grade 8 results, grade 9 results, formatted nicely there in tables. Career interest, the learning pathway assessment. Just gives a breakdown of what that is. My worker types that we saw in the Google Sheet, where is it? So Namisi, Opai-Tetteh, systematic and analytical. And we go back here, systematic, analytical, and it gives a description of what it is, possible related subjects to that, like computer studies, accounting, geography, economics, business studies, those type of things, core mathematics, advanced mathematics, and also just gives you the academic ability assessment, going through language comprehension, numerical reasoning. All the scores that were in the sheets are here now, so you can see it's formatted well, and it's not just like one document with a whole bunch of writing that's incoherent and hard to obviously read. So we have like a performance overview. We can read it quickly. It says mathematics. Namisi improved significantly in grade 9 with an 82%, showcasing growing confidence and capability in numeracy. And you can just see this is a really in-depth report. It's not that long, but it touches the points and gives actionable insights. So the following subjects are well aligned based on the recommended selection on comprehensive assessment. We've got economics, geography, accounting, life science. And yeah, funny enough is that I did economics, I did life science. I did not do geography and accounting in high school though. Thankfully I didn't. But yeah, this is what the report comes out looking like. And it's basically formatted, and if we were to run it, we can go back here. We've got how many other students? We've got still Lamine Yamal, Kylian Mbappe, Walter White, and Jesse Pinkman. If we wanted to do all their assessments, we can do that here. I just need to take off this limit because I was just showing you the demo. And if we just remove that limit and just run this now, it's going to go ahead and create the report for every single student from that whole list. It doesn't matter if the list is one person like we saw or 10,000 students. It can get through all of them. Just obviously going to change the amount of time that it takes. But this is also incredibly cheap. We're using ChatGPT's cheapest models, like 4.0 Nano. That's just like a really cheap input-output combination of tokens. And yeah, you can see that if we come here, back to make.com, it's going through reports. It's already on its second generation. And you'll see that if we come back here, once this is done, they'll all be in the file just waiting, essentially. There's my second one, waiting for the third one, like Lamine Yamal. We'll see it, see if it comes through. So yeah, Yamal's report is done. We come back here, just refresh this page. Here's Lamine Yamal's trial report. And obviously you can go here and just review the report to see if it's in line with what you want and the type of output that you'd expect from a report. And yeah, that is basically the entire system done. You can obviously set up some back-end things like this where you can email it to the parents automatically, have some things like that, but this is just like a lean execution, just obviously getting the lowest hanging fruit and trying to automate those processes. And obviously you can build up further and more automations within education. So that is the tool and what it does. So what is the result of something like this? Essentially, it frees her up of 30 plus hours of manual work. Essentially, that's what it is. Like, imagine you would have to go to this Google sheet, read the review, come into the template, edit it, put it in, write a whole report on it, and you're just doing that like hundreds of times. And that's just obviously just mind-numbing and just not the best use of time, especially director time, which can be better used planning how students can succeed. So you're selling solutions like this that are saving 30 hours a year. That is value upfront. And it's just super like return on investment, because if you were to like look at the numbers, like the hours that are saved and the hourly rate of the people's time that you're freeing up, that just proves ROI immediately, just like that. So if you're a business owner who's looking into manual tasks and automating processes like this, just feel free to jump into the description down below and book an AI audit with me, and we can look through how you can do something similar in your own business and your own agencies. So yeah, so if you've found this solution helpful and you want me to go into like an in-depth step-by-step tutorial on how you might build this solution out, feel free to also just leave a comment down below. I respond to all the comments that are put into the description. So yeah, thank you so much for the video, and see you around.